about Adam Collage, you've got to remember when he first went into Love Island, 2018, he was like 22, and he came in as a bombshell. So they're always likely to be more disruptive. You know, we know from watching the current series, the bombshells always kind of create um, more drama. He was accused of gaslighting and emotionally abusive behavior and whatever. Um, but he was very young. You know, he was 22. Then he goes back in 2022, was it? When he was 26. Again, he comes in as a bombshell, but this time he's a kind of veteran bombshell. So I think a lot of him didn't really believe that he was ever going to find love. He might have thought it the first time round. He definitely didn't think it the second time round. He's sort of fallen into that trap of being one of those kind of TV reality dating show regulars that kind of goes on there. I think his game plan probably was to make plenty of money. You know, we forget sometimes, I think, that Adam actually has a job. It isn't just appearing on telly or running his OnlyFans, from which he made a lot of money. You know, he's a professional fitness trainer, he's got his own gym. You know, my sense with Adam was he's a decent guy, but he never truly took finding love on any of those shows. Even Celebs Go Dating, like he broke Lottie Moss's heart. You know, he was kind of gathering money and fending off pretty well all the accusations of him being a gaslighter or him being a bad guy or whatever. But anyway, you know, he's never quite going to lose that bad boy reputation. But look, he's now 28. Because he's he's a professional with a job, and I think he just went off the whole idea of ever realistically meeting somebody on a TV show. He's now met somebody who is also a professional. Yes, she's on TV, but only as a byproduct, if you like, of what she does in sports presenting. And yeah, I think he's kind of got himself in a comfortable place financially. He's older, he's more mature, he's more settled. And I wouldn't say it was exactly a game plan from the beginning, but I would say it was kind of almost inevitable that once he played this roguish character that people saw him as, he kind of played into that and became almost a caricature, a parody um, of himself. And now, yeah, look, he's laughing now. He's got a fabulous girlfriend. They're in a long-term relationship. He's well off. He's still in the public eye. And he's getting on with his life in the way that I think he always wanted. He's kind of tamed himself. I think look, it's very different when you're 22. We're looking at Love Island at the moment, and Kieran is 21, and like he's a bit of a mess, and everything he does, he's not kind of mature enough just because of his age to kind of be settling down, and nor was Adam. So I think, yeah, probably there is an influence of the stability of Laura because she's not on a TV show to find fame and fortune. She's got a really good job of her own, which she does incredibly well. So I think that's a stabilizing energy for him. But I also think he's of an age and in a position now in his life where he's kind of ready to settle down, and what has gone before has just helped build him up into a situation where he's pretty well off, and he's now mature enough to, and at the right age, I guess, to settle down. Just look, his previous dating style, look, he came over as a player, but he was a bad boy, and that's always a challenge to people. Again, I go back to Love Island at the moment. I look at Ronnie, I mean, unfathomable, but here he is, and kind of like three women, all after him. And he's at that sort of stage where he's really coming over as a bad guy, but I don't think he is inside. It's just he's like a kid in a sweet shop. So I think I don't think Adam Collard was ever a bad man, but he came over, as a bit of a heartbreaker and player. But that appealed to women. They went after him as the one who wants to tame him. But he wasn't really ready. That was part of his appeal. He was attractive because of it. But I don't think he was ever ready to settle down. So I do think, yeah, I can see this having worked towards a stable, healthy non-reality TV based relationship is probably exactly what he needed, exactly what he wanted. You know, I think he slid into her DMs, so he was the one that went after her rather than having women fall at his feet. She didn't do that. You know, he pursued her. So yeah, all the pointers would go towards it being an enduring relationship. Yeah. He will take this relationship or any relationship that's outside of a reality TV show more seriously. I think he became kind of, I wouldn't say he was addicted to it, but he just became that parody, that caricature that I sort of felt eventually was never really looking for love. After the first time, when he came back the second time, when he was on Celebs Go Dating again, he was kind of getting he was sort of playing the field, but you didn't ever get a sense anything serious was going to come out of someone he met on a TV show. It had to be done more privately. And for it to make any sense for him, because you do see those people. Look, we're looking at Joey Essex right now, you know, been on every TV show known to mankind, now back with an ex on Love Island. But that might work because she's someone he's been with before, and there's certainly a lot of chemistry there. But I think the motives for people going into dating shows are not always to find love, and I'm not sure that's what Adam Pollard, along with many other people, were actually doing. So yeah, when you find love independent of that, I think it's got a much greater chance of working. I know he said actually, didn't he, recently that he was now living the dream, which I found a really interesting comment, given that many people who would like to be on shows like Love Island assume that is living the dream. You know, being, you know, in front of millions every night and earning a fortune from it with beautiful people and finding romance would be living the dream. I think it's very interesting now that he's not in that, and he's got a pretty, you know, she's a high profile person, but she's not a reality TV star. That he actually feels his sense of place. He just kind of feels like a sorted guy that knows what he wants now. And yeah, for him, that would be living the dream.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely seems that way. Yeah, from that quote, it, suggests, a greater happiness
Yes.
having that behind him, really.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think we'll be seeing, even if this relationship doesn't work out, I hope it does, if all the signs are good, I don't think we'll see him reappearing on further dating shows in the future. I do feel that part of his life is behind him. He's just in a very different place.